Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to my quick guide series. This is pretty much a series where I try to give you guys a guide to a different boss or a different thing as quick as possible. So I try not to give you the runaround or try not to keep you here for 10, 15, 20 minutes. I just give you the most necessary information and we move on. So for starters, this is the Venenatis quick guide. This is pretty much the only method I would recommend doing this. Varix armor and things like that, it's possible, but it's like half the money per hour, so it's really not worth doing. So for starters, the gear setup, this is the gear setup I use. This is what you can roughly use. Some stuff's interchangeable. I use a Carol's Coif because it's super cheap, and you protect it anyways. I use an Ava's accumulator. You can use an assembler. I currently don't have one because I lost mine in the wildy. An amulet of accuracy. It's not the greatest, but you can use a glory if you want. I have a royal seed pod, so I don't need a glory to tally out, so I don't even waste the money. A war blessing. I recommend some sort of blessing. The war blessing is only like a few K. It's like 4K or 6K. Now, the crossbow, I'm actually not doing Venenatis anymore, so mine is uncharged, but the crossbow is a necessity. The only way you can do the safe spot is with a crossbow. I believe a magic short bow and a Carol's crossbow. I've never done them with those, so I can't say that it's good or not, or it's even possible. All I've done it with is the crossbow, so I would recommend this and just stick to this. Black D'hide. You could come in something more expensive if you want to risk it, but I just do Black D'hide because if I die, it's not really worth much. Rune gloves. You could bring Barrow's gloves. You could bring something better if you want. Again, I don't care to risk it. Snakeskin boots. Again, you can bring something better. I don't care to risk it, but I do bring an archer's ring imbue. You do protect it, so I'm going to show you guys what you lose on death. So even including supplies, you only lose 151K, and the vast majority of that is in supplies. Aside from supplies, you might lose like 20K-ish, so it's really not that bad. I also recommend, if you have done Monkey Madness 2, you should probably go and get a Royal Seed Pod. Now, as far as inventory goes, you want ranging potions, you want 1 stamina potion, you want 1 antidote. I bring anywhere from 10 to 12 super restores. I usually bring 12. Once you get good at this method, you pretty much don't mess it up, so you don't have to worry about screwing it up and needing a bunch of food. Like I said, once you get it down, it's pretty easy. The only reason you really bring food is just in case PK come. Might give you a chance to get away, or in the occasional chance you mess up, you have a shark or bruise you can eat. So like I said, just starting, I would say bring about 8 super restores. But once you get better, you can bring 8, you can bring 10, 12. I never really did more than 12 because you don't want to get too comfortable there, and that's the key. If you get too comfortable there, that's when PKers come and they kill you because you forget you're in the wilderness because you're fighting a boss that it doesn't hit you. You're in a safe spot. So bring around 10 restores, more or less, depending on your comfortability. Bring about 4 to 6 Cerebrews, and usually I cut down on the Cerebrews as I bring more restores. So I'll be anywhere from 2 to 4 Cerebrews, and I'll just, try to keep more food because that's all you really need, and I don't want to screw up my stats constantly. And then a few, sharks, manta rays, whatever you want to use. Monkfish, really, if you wanted to, once you get used to it. I bring a teleport to house, or you can bring a games necklace. I use my house to actually get inside, to get to Corporal Beast. A looting bag, I would recommend a looting bag with this method. If you don't have one, you can go buy one, or you can kill monsters and get a drop. Venenatis actually drops it, so you can get it from Venenatis. And then the Royal Seed Pod, I really do recommend getting yourself the Royal Seed Pod, or just use a glory to tally out. Alright guys, now to the fun part of the video where we actually kill Venenatis. Before I get started on this, I would like to just give you guys the secret to not dying, and I feel like this is almost more important than the safe spot. The secret to not dying, guys, it's not about, getting away from the best PKers or where you stand or having enough food or anything like that. The most important key to not dying is what time you go in the day, guys. If you guys are going right at, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, in the evening when people just got off work or just got off school or anything like that, you're going to get bombarded by PKers. You're going to die a lot, and you're not going to want to do this. Now, I was doing my loot from 100 Venenatis kills. Shameless plug. If you haven't go see that, go check that out right now. I was doing my video for 100 Venenatis kills, and when I was doing that video, I realized that from 12 to 3 o'clock, I seen very little PKers. I died like once or twice to PK, or I didn't die at all to PKers. I died a couple times to Venenatis, but the PKers that came around were really bad. Now, I took a break, came back around 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I couldn't even get a kill without PKers coming. I tried to do about 3 trips, 2 or 3 trips, and I died all the time, every time. So I got off and came back at about 2 o'clock in the morning, and from 2 to 4 finishing the video off, I did not see one PKer, guys. I didn't see anybody. It was so safe. It was so nice. So it's not about being able to get away from the PKers or standing in single away or anything like that. It's about what time you go. And that was on a Monday night, so I know it's hard, but that's my best advice for you guys. Now, getting into the kill, you can ignore those spots to the south. Those are just different safe spots that are single way that you can progress to after you've locked in this safe spot. But pretty much the only square you want to focus on is the one east of my character. You can either stand in that square or the square I'm in, and then the square the 6 rectangle squares over there, that'll be where Venenatis spawns. So if you see Venenatis spawns, now if you look back, Venenatis was looking straight away, and then Venenatis slowly turned to me. So when Venenatis slowly turned towards me, you want to click Venenatis like right as she's turning. You pretty much have a tick window to click Venenatis, which is 0.6 seconds. Now it seems overwhelming, but once you get it down, it's easy. Go back and look at it again, and Venenatis will look straight ahead, and then she'll slightly turn. Once you see her about to turn to give her my attention, that's when you click. Now, you see my character turning to attack Venenatis. You don't have to click again like I did. I'm just a spaz. It's actually probably you shouldn't do that so you don't accidentally misclick and mess it up. But once you're attacking Venenatis, she'll actually stop once. You'll get a couple more hits in, and then she's going to walk up and scare you a little bit, but she's going to stop again. Once she stops again, those 2 little stops she does, that's how you know that she's locked into the safe spot. And it's pretty easy, guys. It's as simple as that. The first trip or 2 you do, you're going to try to do it, and you're going to mess up a lot, and it's going to be frustrating. It was really frustrating for me, and then, on top of it, I had PKers coming by, and it was super annoying. But this makes it super easy. Now, those squares to the south, you can, in a progression before the first 4 hits of Venenatis, you can run south to those. Now, I don't do that. I don't care to, because like I said, I just go at times people aren't going to be on, so I don't have to worry about it. I can be a multi-combat, and I don't see anyone. But if you do want to be in single way and be a little more comfortable, and if you go to that one that's all the way to the east, no one can even de-spear spec you, because it would take at least 6 de-spear specs to get you into multi-combat. So, not too bad. I will leave a link in the description to a video of someone who did a really good guide on that, so you can check out if you do want to get to the single way combat. But pretty much the only thing left over is if you mess up the safe spot, just run all the way to the west. Venenatis will unaggro on you. You can actually run back, creep up to this safe spot. Now, those 4 squares you see there where she spawns, make sure she's to the east of that. She has to be to the east of that before you stand on the square I'm on, because once she gets to those lines and you're standing where I'm standing at, she's going to turn and aggro to you. So you're going to want to make sure she's past those lines to the east, so when you're standing here and she walks towards those lines, as soon as her leg hits those 4 boxes, she's going to turn towards you, and as soon as she's turning towards you, you want to click her, and the safe spot's perfectly fine. Like I said, it's going to be annoying the first few times, guys, but overall, it's very simple, it's very easy. I made a lot of money from this boss. In the span of like 4 or 5 hours, I made like 16 mil. I made like 3.5 mil profit an hour averaged out. This is a great boss. Like I said, go check out my loot from 100 Venenatis kills. It's a great video. It's very entertaining, and it's to show you. It'll show you a little bit about what Venenatis drops too as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one.